Ladies and gentlemen, the following podcast is set for one episode. Your host from Columbus, Ohio, is Michael Kirk. Welcome to the Outlaw Mudcast. Hello and welcome to the Outlaw Mudcast, your digital audio dirt sheet for all things Super Show. Top story this week, the upcoming Create a Competitor Tournament at Pixel Palace Games in Powell, Ohio. Pixel Palace Pandemonium 7. Tickets are currently available to be purchased on supershowthegame.com. The tickets are currently listed in the uncategorized section of the website. That's where you can find the listing. You can also use the search function. I would recommend searching Pixel on supershowthegame.com. When I did that, it was the first item to come up. Tickets for the event are $30, and you can buy them right on the website. The event is scheduled for next Saturday, March 21st, 1 p.m. start time. I would get there around noon for registration. There will be bullet rounds and then a top cut. The number of bullet rounds should be based on attendance. There are no stipulations in Pixel Palace Pandemonium 7 except for the finals. The finals will be a main event stipulation match. World Division competitors are booked. Hall of Fame Division competitors are booked. Those are singles competitors that have been used to win Create a Competitor tournaments in the past. And unranked competitors are booked. Those are competitors that currently are not assigned a division. That's usually only reserved for competitors that have just come out and the Project Spider Committee hasn't been able to assign them a division yet. All other singles competitors are legal, subject to 2020 vision. There will be door prizes. There will be raffles. The store will be receiving new product, new mystery boxes, new payoff packs, things of that nature. Steve Resk, the CEO of SRG Universe, has promised that he will make sure that the new product that will be in stock for the event will be juiced, essentially. Expect a lot of new items in those sealed products coming to Pixel Palace Games. There will be 4 sign-up promos for Pixel Palace Pandemonium 7. Let me run through those really quickly. These are not official until you actually have the printed cards in hand, but here are the images I have for what those cards should be in no particular order. There's going to be a follow-up submission at number 15. Pixel Palace Games cut you off. Stop any finish strike without a competitor logo. Your opponent cannot discard this card from play. Pixel Palace Games Pixel Perfect Plex. Stop any finish submission without a competitor logo. Your opponent cannot discard this card from play. And let me mention this very quickly. The Pixel Palace Games part is the logo, but it's been ruled that the logo text is considered part of the name of the card. This means that every card with the Pixel Palace Games logo in the name is considered to have game in the name as a keyword. Next card, Pixel Palace Games Over the Shoulder Boulder Holder. It's a lead grapple at number 11. Your opponent's next turn roll is -1 for each other grapple you have in play. The next time your opponent's gimmick or entrance would force you to bury or discard cards from your hand, you draw 2 cards instead. And then the final promo card, Pixel Palace Games Low Flying Elbow, lead strike number 10. Your opponent's next turn roll is -1 for each other strike you have in play. The next time your opponent's gimmick or entrance would force you to bury or discard cards from your hand, you draw 2 cards instead. Those are the 4 promo cards you will get just for signing up to Pixel Palace Pandemonium 7. As far as featured matches go, only one comes to mind at the moment. The LFF Underworld Championship will be defended. Challenger Colin the Chrononaut will take on champion history-making Matt Pineapple for the LFF Underworld Championship. If there are other featured matches that are scheduled and I'm forgetting them, I'm sorry. I will report on whatever featured matches I see at Pixel Palace Games next Saturday, March 21st. I will be there in person playing and reporting on what happens. That is what I have for you about Pixel Palace Pandemonium 7. Tickets, again, on sale on supershowthegame.com. $30 per ticket. Gets you the 4 promo cards. And gets you into the tournament where the winner will be able to create a competitor in Super Show the Game. Speaking of product news, we know the next prize cards for events like Thursday Night Fights and Monday Night Fights. They were shown on Talk of the Universe. I'm not going to go through what they do, but the names of these cards are the Strike, Machine Gun Punches, the Grapple, Swing and a Spine Buster, and the Submission Trapezius Claw. Check out the last episode of Talk of the Universe if you want to see what those cards do, what they look like, the art, and the text. CCC News. The final match in the first round of the 2025 Creative Competitor Competition has concluded. The 4 participants in the match were Skip Hogfather Parsons, Olivia Wonderland, Medusa Stone, and the Spice Lord. As far as promos go, I never saw anything from the Spice Lord. If you put something out, I missed it. I did see a video from Medusa Stone. I did see some additional posts from the Hogfather. I mentioned seeing a video from him last episode. And Split, who was the father of Olivia Wonderland's creator, did put out a few videos asking people to support Olivia Wonderland. So promos from 3 out of the 4. Now, normally, I would give you a rough idea of the vote total. Either myself or a source I have votes late in the process, and they get a number of how many votes have been cast. Unfortunately, when I tried to vote, I was the one doing it this time. The poll closed. The poll apparently closed 11 hours early. Instead of running 48 hours from Wednesday 10 p.m. to Friday 10 p.m., March 11th through March 13th, it ended at 11 a.m. on March 13th. I don't know what that's going to do to the votes. I don't know how that will affect the process. But that's what happened. Unfortunately, the voting period unexpectedly cut short for the last match of the first round of the CCC. We should find out who won the match on the next episode of Talk of the Universe. And we may find out more about what's going to happen in round 2. We'll have to see. I'm pretty sure we'll find out who won. I don't know if they'll address the issue of the poll ending early. I don't know if we will find out anything about round 2. We'll have to watch and see. But that is the CCC update regarding the 4th match of round 1. There's going to be a partnership between SRG Universe and a company that I believe is called Third World Studios. Third is spelled TH, the digit 3, RD, regarding a comic book series that is being released, Battle Mechs issues 1 through 3. There is a comic book Kickstarter launching soon for this property. It is about the super team Guardian Battle Force Mexico, and their adventures facing villains like the Boogeyman. From what I understand, there are a lot of well-known comic book creators involved with this project. And from what Steve Resk was saying on the last episode of Talk of Universe, SRG Universe will be creating a game based on the BattleMechs intellectual property. I would recommend following the Kickstarter campaign for BattleMechs, number 1 through number 3. That is probably where we will see more information about the SRG Universe crossover, what the actual products SRG Universe will be creating for that crossover. I expect the best source of information about that will be the campaign and whatever SRG Universe puts out through things like Talk of the Universe and social media posts. I will be following this, and I will give you more information on the SRG Universe Third World Studios crossover when I have it. Championship news. I have a lot of championship news. I'm just going to give it out in no particular order. First, Matt Haas, the current LFF World Heavyweight Champion, will next defend his championship against the winner of an 8-player tournament being organized by LFF General Manager John Calais. 7 of the 8 players will be chosen by the General Manager himself. The current champion will choose the 8th player in this tournament. The deadline for him to make his choice was last Friday, March 13th. No news yet on who any of the 8 are. I'll give you that when I have it. There was a match for the LFF Tag Team Championship at Long Island Tabletop Gaming Expo. The current champions, the Crime Wave team of Brian Wait for it Schmidt and the Centipede, were given the challengers no gimmicks needed. The Italian Bombata and Google Docs Dan. The Italian Bombata and Google Docs Dan were not there, so the champions were awarded a victory via countout. Little controversial there, but that's what happened. The next challengers for the LFF Tag Team Championship will be the tag team, the Transatlantic Express. That is Hold the Line Harry and Practice Site. They have been throwing around the date of March 22nd. That would be the next Sunday after this episode is published. Again, card subject to change, but that looks like that is going to be the plan for the LFF Tag Team Championship. The next challenger for the LFF Old School Championship, currently held by the High Roller, aka Dr. Pollywood, Hunk Homeland. I presume that's Titan as Hunk Homeland. We will find out, but that's the next challenger for the LFF Old School Championship. The first of 2 challengers for the LFF Triad Championship, held by Johnny Eldorado, will be Evil Ed the Cheesehead. The Triad Championship is always defended in Triad matches. The champion is Johnny Eldorado. One of the 2 men he will attempt to defend against is Evil Ed the Cheesehead. We will be waiting for the announcement of the second challenger. There's going to be, date and time yet to be announced, a 1-day hardcore tournament where the winner will get a shot at the LFF Hardcore Championship. That championship currently held by Zach Ashton. If you plan on participating in that tournament, plan on being put in matches surrounding the sticks, stairs, and chairs stipulation. So that stipulation, the ring step stipulation, the steel chair stipulation, and the kendo stick stipulation. Build your decks with those stipulations in mind. There will be prizes for this tournament, as well as just getting a shot at the LFF Hardcore Championship for the winner. Regarding other championship tournaments, the current 6-stop tournament, where the winner will get a shot at the LFF Deep Six Championship, is in progress. The Underworld tournament for a shot at the LFF Underworld Championship, started by outgoing general manager Bob Dunn, a tournament he announced as he was stepping away, as he announced that he would no longer be Underworld Division general manager. That tournament has been canceled. No more matches will be played in that going forward. It's just been completely scrapped. And then finally, we have the finalists in the Duet Dream Tournament. This is a tag team tournament. It is the team of BTE, which I believe is Brime Time and Titan, versus the LFF's Most Dangerous Alliance, Ricky Riot and the Collector Sean Loeb. That finals, date and time yet to be determined. It should be streamed. That match will start at Crowd Meter 4. News I have for you regarding tournaments, championship matches, and the like. Let's talk about the online tournaments and featured matches from this past week. I'll start Monday with Monday Night Fights. Monday Night Fights was an open division tournament. All singles competitors legal, subject to 2020 vision. There were 7 players who played 3 bullet rounds, and then they cut to a top 4. In the top cut, the semifinal matches were New York Rules matches. The finals match and the third place match were both bloodbath brawl matches. Your top 4 were in 4th place, playing as the Grand Pack version of Bjorn the Norseman himself. In 3rd place, playing as Gia de los Muertos, not sure which version, Titan. In 2nd place, playing as Lexi, the punk rock pixie, Rowdy Ron. And the winner of Monday Night Fights, playing as Deathmatch King Matt Cardona, the Starbreaker Trey Cantrell. Congratulations to the Starbreaker for winning Monday Night Fights. Wednesday, we had an LFF Trios Championship match. The challenger, Steven Moonstar, playing as the Refinery, took on champion the Cheetah, champion with the Grapple 30 version of Team Valiant. The match ends up going to Crowd Meter 1. The winner at Crowd Meter 1, new champion, Steven Moonstar. Congratulations to Steven Moonstar for becoming the new LFF Trios champion. His first challenger, playing as Herb Business, the Collector Sean Lowe. Thursday, we have Thursday night boss fights. 14 players played 4 bullet rounds in this Underworld Division tournament, and then they cut to a top 7. In Underworld Division events, the World Division competitors are booked. All other singles competitors are legal, subject to 2020 vision. The hidden threat, Matt Haas, one of the 7, gets a bye to the semifinal round. The remaining 6 players play their quarterfinal matches using the death match stipulation. In the semifinal round, players use the tables, ladders, and chains stipulation. The finals match is a bloodbath brawl match. There was no third place match. The top 4 players in Thursday night boss fights were in 4th place, playing as Evilise, history-making Matt Pineapple. In 3rd place, playing as Unique, Zach Ashley. In 2nd place, playing as the hidden threat himself, Matt Haas. And the winner of Thursday night boss fights, playing as Random Guy, I assume the +2 version of Random Guy, the Chosen One, Colby Cram. Congratulations to the Chosen One for winning Thursday night boss fights. Friday, we have an episode of Ignite on Big Picture Premium's Twitch channel. In the opening match, we have the Mad Custodian playing as the original version of the Executioner, taking on the Meeple, playing as the Grand Pack version of the Meeple's Champion, in a special guest referee match. Special guest referee, Iggy Nighthurst. I hope I have that name right. I apologize if I don't. This is one of the special guest referee cards created by Practice It. This match does not go past Crowd Meter 0. The winner at Crowd Meter 0, the Mad Custodian. Congratulations to the Mad Custodian for winning the opening match of Ignite. It looked like the Meeple was in control, but the Mad Custodian able to pull it out. The final match of Ignite Friday was a match between the two members of Double the Fun. History-making Matt Pineapple playing as History-making Matt Pineapple versus Funtime Bob playing as Beatstick Brandon. A contentious match. We are facing a villainous version of Funtime Bob, the Fix-Is-In version of Funtime Bob. Funtime Bob, very spicy on the program, too spicy for this show. Their match ends up going to Crowd Meter 1. The winner at Crowd Meter 1, Funtime Bob. Congratulations to Funtime Bob for winning his Friday Night Ignite match. Saturday, UCW hosts 4-Leaf Fallout. This was a 6-player Rand battle match where the winner of the match will get what the UCW's version of the Cookie's Fortune, aka Money in the Bank, to go after a UCW championship. The 6 players in the match in order of entry were Pride, the Dude, the Friend, Chugonomics, Jokerfish, and Ricky Riot. The first player out was Chugonomics, followed by Pride, then the Friend, and then Ricky Riot. So it comes down to Jokerfish versus the Dude, and the winner getting the UCW Cookie's Fortune, Jokerfish. Congratulations to Jokerfish for winning the UCW 4-Leaf Fallout Grand Battle Match. As a reminder, UCW hosts online locals every Sunday, I believe around 2 p.m. So if you're interested in playing some games Sunday afternoons, that's a great place to go to do that. Sunday, we have Sunday Night Fights. Only one match on the card, Sunday Night Fights, a match for the Deep South Championship. The challenger, the Real Beater playing as the Real Beater, the champion, General Lee Wong, champion with the newest version of General Lee Wong. Standard singles match, it ends up going to Crowd Meter 2. The winner at Crowd Meter 2, new champion, the Real Beater. Congratulations to the Real Beater for becoming the Deep South champion. There have also been a couple of news updates that have come in while I've been recording the show. The first is an update regarding the 8-player contender tournament to be the next challenger for the LFF World Heavyweight Championship. We now know the 8 players who are in the tournament. Those 8 players are Practicite, Press 1P, the Misfit, the Centipede, the Chosen One, Colby Cram, Patrick Mulligan, Big Match Pete, and the Starbreaker, Trey Cantrell. The Champion's Choice, the Hidden Threat Matt Haas, the Misfit. That is who he picked to be in the tournament. These players will need to send their top 3 choices for the competitors they want to use to General Manager John Calais. The General Manager will give them their competitors in the order of preference. So whoever one of these 8 picks as their first, that is who they will have to play as in the tournament. Now, if multiple people choose the same competitor, the person who will get their competitor is whoever asked for it first. A tie will be broken based on first come, first served. Once all of the competitors have been determined, players will have a week to submit their deck lists to the General Manager. Coming up for this week, we should have Monday Night Fights. The finals of Monday Night Fights will be a tables match. Tuesday, SRG Universe will host Tuesday Night Dojo on the twitch.tv/SRG Universe channel. Big Picture Premium will host Beatdown on the Big Picture Premium Twitch channel. Wednesday, Talk of the Universe on the SRG Universe Twitch channel and their YouTube channel. Stacked Card on Big Picture Premium's Twitch channel. Thursday, the Thursday Night Boss Fights tournament is going to be that hardcore tournament I talked about earlier in the show, where the winner will receive a shot at the LFF Hardcore Championship. According to the tournament listing on SuperShowTheGame.com, World's Division competitors are booked. While you can play using competitors from outside of the Hardcore Division, the player that goes the deepest in the tournament using a Hardcore Division competitor will get the shot at the LFF Hardcore Championship. If the current champion ends up winning, if the current LFF Hardcore Champion enters the tournament and wins, he will get a General Manager's favor in his next defense of the championship. It will be bullet rounds and then a top cut. The stipulation block will be the standard stipulation block for this time period. Tables, ladders, chains, bloodbath brawl, death match, and table match. 8:15 start time per the listing, $5 to enter the tournament. Friday, Misfit will be hosting his Misfit Science Theater 3000-like show on Twitch. I want to say that's on the Flame Fighters channel, so look out for that. Not specifically Super Show, but Super Show related. And then Saturday, in addition to Pixel Palace Pandemonium 7, Ron Rumble will host Saturday Night Rumble March Birthday Bash. $5 entry fee. 8:45 p.m. the Zoom will open. 9 p.m. start time. There will be group stages and then a top cut. New York rules in the group stages. Code of Lucha Libre in effect at the beginning, so a player cannot play a finish card if the opponent has not had a turn. And then there will be a top cut. The stipulation pool will be the stipulation pool that I mentioned a little bit ago. And the Code of Lucha Libre will be in effect as well in the top cut. This is also a $5 entry fee, and the listing for it is on SuperShowTheGame.com. With that being said, that is going to do it for this week's episode of the Outlaw Mudcast. I would like to thank all of you for listening, and a good day.